That police are continuing their investigation into the terrorist attack. But in an exclusive Sky News interview, Libya's leader, Colonel Gaddafi, says finding those behind the attack is not his concern.
It is a matter that of concern to the British Scots, the British or the Americans. I mean, we are not really concerned about it.
A double suicide bomb attack in Baghdad has killed 147 people and wounded over 700 in Iraq's deadliest day for 2 years. Britain and America have both condemned the attacks. The White House has said President Obama spoke to the Iraqi president and Prime Minister to pledge US support. The Shadow Chancellor George Osborne will call on the government to ban banks from paying out large cash bonuses this Christmas. His comments come ahead of the expected anger over the city bonuses, particularly from the financial institutions that have been bailed out by taxpayers. Mr Osborne will say bankers should be rewarded in shares instead, with the spare money being used to support new lending to businesses. A 10-year-old boy has been pronounced dead after he was found hanging in Woodland. Cleveland police say he was discovered in Hutton Woods near Gisborough at 6 o'clock last night, but that his death is not being treated as suspicious. He's not been named by police, but they say that his death appears to be an accident and that his family are devastated by what has happened.
The Royal Mail and the Postal Workers Union will take part in new talks later on this morning to try to end their dispute, with millions of letters and parcels delayed and more strikes planned for later on this week. The government is urging both sides to reach an agreement. But the company's chief exec is warning there can be no new concessions.
I mean, a very clear message is there is nobody who believes that there is any going back on modernisation. In fact, everyone believes if anything...
There's nothing different that you can say tomorrow?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we need to try to get back to where we were on Tuesday night. What that agreement did was set up the things that we need to talk about next to do the next phase, and I hope common sense will prevail.
More than 100 members of the 1st Battalion and 2nd Battalions of the Royal Gurkha Rifles have returned home to their base in Folkestone after a 6-month tour of duty in Afghanistan. Suicide bomber in May.
One of Sydney's most iconic landmarks has played host to livestock and thousands of picnic goers. The Harbour Bridge, which is 8 traffic lanes and 2 railway lines wide,